So the next thing that we need to treat now is what? Is element. So what is an element? Element is a what? Is a substance which consists of only one type of what? Of atom, and it cannot be what? Break it down into what? Into a simple substance by any chemical what? Means. And the element have what? Unique, three unique what? Properties, which is what? Atomic what? Atomic number, three unique what? Property. What's the first one? We have what? Atomic what? Atomic number. We have what? Mass number. And the third one, it has what? Electronic configuration. And the element is always denoted by what? By symbol, or by the you can use what? Alphabetical what? Symbol to denote what? Element. Take for instance now, we have what? Hydrogen. And the hydrogen is denoted by what? Capital letter what? H. If we have what? Oxygen, we use O to denote, to represent what? Oxygen. We have nitrogen, we use what? N to represent nitrogen. We have sodium. Don't be surprised, we cannot use S to represent sodium here. We use what? Na to represent what? Sodium. We have carbon. C to represent what? Carbon. And this element can be classified into three parts based on the words on ionization. We can classify element into the what? Into the, how many parts? Three parts. The first one, we have what we call what? Metal. The second one, we have what? Metalloid. The third one, we have what we call what? No what? No metals. So all the elements we have in the periodic table can be grouped into three basic three parts: metals, metalloid, and no what? No metals. What happened to the metals? Metals, they are elements in what? In periodic table. They are elements in what? They are elements of what? Group 1, group 2, group 3, and transition elements in what? In periodic table. And they ionize by lose what? Electron. Metal always ionize by lose of what? Electron. Take for instance now, if I'm having element what? X. So if this S going to ionize, it will now give us what? It will lose 1 mole of electron. And it become what? S positive. This is what? Element X. When it's ionized, it lose electron. Lose how many electron? 1. Then it has what? 1 plus 1 here. Assume this what? We have element what? Y, and ionize to give us what? Ionize by lose 2 mole of electron. The charge we have there is what? Plus 2. And any element we have in what? In periodic table, that is what? Ionize. What do you mean of ionize? To become ion. So element can ionize in two forms. The tendency of what? Of element to become what? Ions is called ionize. So when element is ionized, it can be positive charge or it can be negative what charge. So whenever the element is what is ionized by losing electron, the charge we have here is what is positive. And any element that is what ionized by the process of what of lose what electron, that element are called metals. How are we going to define metals? Metals, they are elements that they ionize by losing electron, and they will become a positive charge. And this positive charge, we call it what? Cation. When we get to the what? The particle of matters, I will explain ions. So that is what? Metals. I'm just use what? X and what? And Y to this. And the unique thing about metals again is what? All metals are good conductor of heat and electricity due to the what? The presence of free mobile electron in them. And all metals, they are malleable and ductile. We can beat them with hammer into different shape. Metals, they have the tendency to what? To draw metal into the what? Into a wire. Ductility. So metals, they are also what? Reducing agents. We will explain that one when we get to the what? To the periodic what? Table. Yes. So just have it out of your mind as the metals, they are elements that they ionize by loss of electron, and they will become a positive charge. So after metals now, let me explain what do we call non-metals. Non-metals, let me use what? Element M. Or let me use element N. Assume this is element N. So non-metal is an element that is what? That ionized by gaining electron and become a negative charge. So when this metal gain what? 1 mole of electron, this element N gain 1 mole of electron, it will now become what? N. How many moles do you have here? 1. It will become N negative. So any element that is what? This N become what? Ions. It's ionized by gaining electron. So any element that has tendency to what? To gain electron to become ions is called non-metals. And so we have what? Another element M, which gain what? 2 mole of electron, and it will ionize to become what? 2 minus what? 2. So because it's gained what? 2 mole of electron, and now we have what? 2 minus here. So any element that is what? Ionized by gaining of what? Of electron and become a negative what? Ions, which is anion, that element are called non-what? Non-metal. And these non-metal, they are brittle in nature. We cannot hammer them and we cannot draw them to the wire. They cannot undergo malleability or ductility. These non-metals, they are non-conductor of heat and electricity due to the what? Lack of what? Free mobile electron in their what? In their valence shell. Then again, I said all what? These elements, metals, they are reducing agents. Reducing what? Agents. But non-metals, they are oxidizing agents. They are what? Oxidizing agents. Don't worry about that. When we get to the what? Periodic table, I will explain oxidizing and reducing what? Agents. But just know that what? Metals ionize by use of electron and become positive ion, which is known as what? Cation. The non-metals, they are element that is what? That is ionized by gaining an electron and become what? Cation. And the third one is what? can say we have what? Metal what? Metalloid. The metalloid is an element of the four elements in the periodic table, and they share both properties of what? Of metals and what? And non-metals. And you can also call them what? Semi-conductor. The metalloid also called what? Semi-what? Conductor. An example of metalloid, we have silicon, and we also have what? Germanium. So that is all about what? The basic introduction to what? To elements. And the next thing that we need to treat now is what? Is what we call molecule. This element is the one that gives us what? Molecule. Yes, we have what we call what? Molecule. I think I should explain atom before what? Molecule. Because after atom, like the thing come like this, we have what? Atom, followed by what? Element leads to the what? Molecule. Molecule leads to the what? What we call what? Compound. So I'm supposed to explain atom first before what? Element. But what is atom? Atom is a what? Is a basic, but it's the smallest particle, or the smallest particle of an element which take part in what? In the chemical reaction is called atom. The smallest particle of an element that take place in the chemical reaction, we call it what? Atom. And inside this atom we have three things there, which is what? Electron, we have what? Proton, and we have what? Neutron. These are the what? Subatomic what? Particle. So atom is the what? Is the smallest particle of an element that take part in the chemical what? Reaction. And these elements, atom leads to the what? To the element, and element leads to the what? Molecule. Molecule leads to what? To compound. What is molecule? Molecule can be simply defined as what? As the combination of two or more what? Elements that bonded together by chemical what? Means. The combination of what? Of two or more elements that bond together by chemical what? Mean is called what? Molecule. And this molecule, it is now what? Divided into what? Into three parts. We have what we call what? Monoatomic molecule. We have what we call what? Diatomic molecule. We have what we call what? Polyatomic molecule.
So, I said earlier that what? The molecule can be classified into three: monoatomic, diatomic, and polyatomic. And the process whereby the way that we use to what? To classify molecule into the what? Into these three what? Components is called atomicity. Atomicity. What is atomicity? Atomicity is the what? Is the number of elements. Number of what? Of elements that is present in a what? In a molecule. Take for instance now, the number of elements we have in what? In monoatomic elements here, we have neon. How many elements do you have in neon? Is what? Is one. Neon, argon, helium, they are what? Monoatomic what? Elements. They are monoatomic what? Molecule. Is a molecule that is contains what? One what? Atom. So, and diatomic molecule, they are what? Oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, hydrogen, So that atomic molecule, they are the molecule that is contains what? Two atoms. And polyatomic molecule, we have what? Ozone. We have SO what? 8. So they are what? Poly what? Atomic what? Molecule. So the molecule is the combination of what? Of two or more what? Elements. That's what? Molecule. They are chemically what? Combined together. But and the last one now is what? Is what we call what? Compound. And call what? Compound. And a compound is a what? Is a substance that is made up of what? Of two or more what? Elements or two or more molecules that chemically what? Combine together and cannot be separated by what? By any physical means. A compound is the combination of what? Of two or more what? Elements, two or more what? Elements or two or more what? Or molecule which are chemically what? Combined together, and it cannot be separated by any physical what? Physical means. Example of compound, we have what? Of compound, we can have what? N what? NO2. Example of compound, we can have what? CO3. Example of compound, we can have sodium carbonate. Example of compound, we can have zinc sulfate. So and so on and what? And so forth. So compound is a what? Is a substance that is comprised of what? Of two or more elements, and they are chemically what? Combined together, and we cannot separate them by what? By any physical what? Physical means. That is what? That is compound. So this is what? Subparticles of what? Of matters. So the subparticle of water carries from atom to element, molecule, and what? And compound. The smallest basic unit of what? Of an element is called atom. So element is what? Is indivisible what? Substance. And which is has what? Three unique what? Properties. Which is it has what? Atomic number, mass number, and electronic configuration. And the combination of the two or more elements make a what? A molecule. And the combination of what? Two or more what? Molecule or element and molecule or what? Two or more elements is lead to the what? To the compound. And they are chemically what? Combined to what? Together. That's all about what? Pure substance, which is a substance that is made up of what? Or contain a what? A single substance. And the last one under classification of what? Of matter is what is known as mixture. And I said this mixture, we can also call it what? Impure substance. I said pure mixture is a what? Impure what? Substance. So we can get what? This mixture from what? We can get it from, let me say, from pure. We have pure what? Substance plus impurity. So if we add what? Impurity into what? Pure substance, what it give us is what? It become a what? Impure substance. And this impure substance, we can also call it what? Mixture. So the impurity plus pure substance will give us what? Mixture or what? Impure substance. So from this mathematical expression now, I believe you can define what? Impure what? Substance. So impure substance or mixture is what? It's a substance that is comprised of what? Of two or more substance which are physically what? Combined together. Which are physically what? Combined together, and it can be separated by a physical means. That is what? Mixture. Take for example now, if we have what? Pure water, H2O, a pure what? Water. Let me write it in this form. Pure what? Pure water react with what? Sodium chloride. Let me call it what? Table salt. Table salt. It will now give us what? Salt what? Salt solution. Look at pure water, H what? H2O is a compound. This sodium chloride is also what? A compound. Abi? So when water and a what? And a sodium chloride, this water is a pure substance. This sodium chloride is also what? A pure substance. But when this one reacts with this one now, it will make what? This water to become what? Impure. The boiling point of water will what? Will elevate, will increase from 100 degrees upward. So, and when these two now get together, it will now give us what? Sodium chloride what? Aqueous. This aqueous means what? Salt solute what? Solution. And we can, the method or the means whereby sodium chloride and water, they bond together or they react together is what? Is physical what? Physical means. It's not by chemical what? Means. As a result of that, it's very easy for us to what? To separate the mixture of what? Of water and what? And sodium chloride by physical means. So this mixture is the one that is now lead us to the what we call what? The next aspect of what? Or the next chapter of what? Of this chemistry, which is called what? Separation techniques or separation of mixture. The method and the process that we use to what? To separate what? The mixture of what? Of two or more compound. So that is all about what? The classification of what? Of matters. So in the next class now, or in my next video, I will move to the what? Or I will try to explain what do we call what? Separation techniques.